following broadcast is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
Shoreline is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and now we are in long weekend sportswear talking with Tammy Seifert. Tammy, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What's the best part about working with United Community Bank?
They're local. They have been our best buddies since we purchased the business. They bent over backwards to educate us and let us know the best way to purchase this business. This was our first, endeavor of doing something so big. They've just always been there for us. Always been there for us. I love just picking up the phone and calling. We just wouldn't be working with anybody else other than UCB.
Check out the Backyard in Perham. They have the largest selection of bird seed, assorted suets, and bird feeders in the area. Over 50 different varieties of pet food and pet treats, and an even bigger selection of pet toys, leashes, collars, and more. The Backyard is also your pet's destination for a spa day. The grooming salon is open Monday through Friday for grooms, nail trims, and baths. And book a stay for your pet at the Backyard Boarding and Play Care, a brand new facility made to make your pet feel at home. If your pet needs a comfortable place to stay, call Backyard Boarding and Play Care.
Hammers Construction is now hiring for a project manager, superintendent, and construction laborers. Since 1956, Hammers Construction has served the region in construction for the commercial, industrial, and agricultural industries, while sticking to the core values of honesty, quality, and integrity. If that's you, then visit our website, hci-mn.com. View photos of recent projects, then click on the Careers tab to start the 2-minute application. Hammers Construction is an equal opportunity employer.
Odds are there's an Ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
on this side of the ball, and the substitution, they're going to go back to their starting rotation after this little run for the Yellowjackets. I think it's a good break for some of their kids. It's interesting how deep they're going this early.
Shot off the glass, good for Gavin Kennan.
And this definitely has a different start than the last time these two teams played, as 19 points scored between the two of them already.
Inside the lane, Daniels left hand, good, and a foul. And Jacob Daniels will go to the line for the three-point play. As Daniels will be going to the line. Daniels free throw, no good. And the rebound grabbed by the Patriots. Leposki will bring it up. Now they go inside. Looking for the kick out. There it is to Leposki. But Thompson closed quickly. Leposki into the corner. Inside pass off the hands of Savvy. And the Yellowjackets will get it as they lead 12-9. Daniels with 4, 6 for Anderson, and 2 for Thompson, the scoring for the Yellowjackets. It's now Melvin. The Yellowjackets 0-2 at the free throw line as well as Belka gets the pass. Belka. They trap in front of us here at near half court as Belka looks to drive, bounce pass inside Thompson. Thompson backs down a couple defenders, now kick it out. Melvin, the three, too strong. Rebound grabbed there by Kennan. Pass down low now for the Patriots. They come back the other way. Faking the three that time was Logie. Now kicks it over to the right side, Kennan. Kennan, they swing around. Leposki takes the three. It's good. Eli Leposki's got 6. And we're tied at 12. Now to Anderson. They close on him quickly. Now Melvin looks to Thompson at the free throw line. Down low, Daniels. Daniels drives through the lane and a foul.
And Daniels has really done a nice job. He's kind of hanging down in that mid-post type range out in the short corner. And he creates a mismatch under there just because of his size. And we've seen Daniels light it up from outside. Now he's kind of making his work happen inside the lane.
Foul is on Braden Spitzka as now Thompson takes the shot from the free throw line. Gets it to drop as he got hit on the elbow. And it's good. And Thompson will go to the EOT Insurance free throw line to shoot the extra. That's on Carson Thurlow, his first. Thompson will be at the line. Has 4. The Jackets lead by 2. And that one's off the front iron. The Yellowjackets have been cold from the free throw line on the weekend. 3 of 14 so far from the EOT Insurance free throw line in 2 games.
Yeah, and definitely you don't want the game to come down to that. So hopefully they can get into a rhythm here as shots start to fall. Step up to that free throw line with confidence.
As a hush falls over the crowd at the Hoff as driving is Leposki. Spin move into the lane. It's good for 2. And Eli Leposki's got 8.
And that just shows you how good he is. Not many kids do that against Micah Thompson, and he just went right at him one-on-one, drove through the lane and bodied him.
Daniels thought about the baseline 3, gets it poked away out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots. Patriots have been doing a lot of subs, a lot of substitutions, and stretching that bench out here.
Yeah, and you wonder the length of this game and playing back-to-back nights, if that won't be a benefit to the Patriots towards the end of the game, Jason, is, you know, the Yellowjackets don't go very deep on their bench, and they had a real physical game last night. A longer bench, I think, is a help in this part of the season.
Melvin to Thompson in the lane. Thompson, as the help comes, it's tied up, doing a nice job there is Carson Thurlow. Gets the jump ball. It'll stay with the Yellowjackets, so 9:38 to go here on the United Community Bank scoreboard. We're tied at 14 here from the Gengelhoff Center in St. Paul at the campus of Concordia St. Paul. As Ohm will inbound. Ohm gets it there to Melvin. Now to Thompson, almost stolen away, but Thompson corrals, gets it to Ohm. Now Melvin on the far right side to Thompson in the lane, stops about, and kicks it out over the extra pass now for Anderson. Anderson drives, floater, good.
Floater for Anderson was over a 6'8" reach there, and just did a nice job with a super great touch and a great start for Soren Anderson.
Harmla to Leposki as Leposki dribbles out up top. Leposki against Thompson, a couple of dribbles through the legs, now a fadeaway jumper, doesn't get the roll, the putback, no, but a foul. Foul's going to be on the floor. It's against the Yellowjackets. I believe it's going to be Daniels inside. It is. That'll be his first. Patriots looking for Savvy, can't get it to him. Instead, they'll go to Harmla. Now near side to Spitzka. Swing around Harmla. Now to Leposki. He's going to take a deep three, but it's no good. Ohm gets the rebound. That was at least a Division I, maybe NBA style three there, as that was deep, but it was no good. Yellow Jackets get the board. Now Anderson trapped in the corner, gets it to Thompson. Thompson comes up to Melvin, and the Yellow Jackets will regroup.
Looks like they took a little bit of the page out of the Caledonia game with the trapping.
A three by Anderson is good, but the one page they didn't check in the book was covering Soren.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, being in a zone, you're going to lose. I wonder if they won't switch to something a little bit different to cover that wing coming up here. They're leaving that backside wing open, and that's where Soren's making a living right now.
Soren's got 11 of the 19. Yellow Jackets by 5. A three-pointer, no good. Rebound tapped around, and Thompson gets it. Now to Melvin. Gets to Ohm across the timeline. Now Thompson baseline for Daniels in the corner. Daniels dribbles through. Now to Melvin. Melvin will drive in the lane, leave it there for Thompson. Thompson knifes through, left-hand shot blocked, and Musavi gets the loose ball.
Musavi's just so long, Jason. He's creating mismatches on both ends of the floor right now.
Three from the corner for Pequot Lakes, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. They'll go to the Yellow Jackets at Spitzka. Couldn't get that one to drop.
And Ricevi goes to the bench, and I think that's kind of the plan. They're telling him, go as hard as you can for as long as you can. We'll give you a minute or so break and then be ready to go again.
Ohm with it now. Ohm. Now to Melvin. Yellow Jackets got to hurry to get across the timeline. They do. Thompson with it to Melvin. He's going to take a three. Off the glass and in for Chaz Melvin. As he hits the United Community Bank three-pointer there on their scoreboard to make it 22-14.
Yeah, nice run by the Yellow Jackets right here. And Leposki's got to get a shot off, I think, if you're a Patriots fan. He's been really good. They got to run the offense through him more right now, I think, with Ricevi on the bench.
Now with it, Logie gets it to Kataska. Now back to Logie up top. Now getting it, Leposki comes over to the near side. Harmla a long three, that's off the mark. Kataska battles with Ohm for the board, but the loose ball goes to Melvin. Jackets lead by 8. Ohm with it. Ohm. Now to Daniels. Ohm will slow it down here to Melvin. Melvin on the left with it, looks things over. And now it comes back to Ohm. Ohm to Melvin. As the Yellow Jackets exchange passes in the backcourt. Ohm, cross court for Anderson. Anderson gets pressured. Now he throws it away. And Harmla gets the loose ball for the Patriots.
A lot of contact on that one, but it's kind of been the way the play has gone here. And the Patriots it's been a little dry spell for them.
22-14, Yellow Jackets lead by 8 as now the Patriots pass the ball around the perimeter. Harmla gets the pass for Katassa. Pull-up jumper just inside the three-point line, no good. Long rebound grabbed. Logie goes up and skies up and gets it to drop. He's got 4. And now pressure in the backcourt. That foul is going to be on Logie.
And one of the things that I think is kind of showing up again here is the Yellow Jackets have to kind of sew up this rebounding. Jason, they're given more shots. I think if they could be one and done with the Patriots, this lead would be 10 or more. But as it stands, the Patriots are really good at tipping the ball and getting it to their other players. They're getting 2 or 3 shots at the basket, and teams are going to shoot 33%.
Almost a pass thrown away, but Anderson came down with it. Now down low to Thompson in the lane. He fights through, but unable to get the shot to drop as it goes off the glass. And there for the board was Logie. And now the Patriots come back the other way. To the near side, Logie. He's going to launch a 3. That one's out the front iron. Daniels is there for the board. Now Ohm. Ohm getting pressured by Leposki. Comes near side to Anderson. Anderson. And a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. They lead by 6. We'll take a break on the United Community Bank scoreboard here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Welcome back into the Gangelhoff Center here at Concordia St. Paul for the Class 2A Consolation Semifinal. Winner of this game will take on Minnehaha Academy tomorrow at 2 o'clock. If it's the Yellow Jackets, tune in here at the Gangelhoff Center. We'll have it for you. Mike Mason will be on the call. We thank him for his help tonight as well, as now the Yellow Jackets get pressured and it's turned over. But Soren Anderson almost steals it back, but now it's picked up and controlled by Leposki. As Leposki will dribble near at halftime. Goes to the right side with it to Spitzka. Now with it is Logie. Driving Kataska, comes to the right side to Logie again. Logie to the right side, it brings it up top, Kataska. Now with it there, Leposki. Looks cross court to the corner. They swing it up top to Kataska now. Kataska on the right, guarded closely by Melvin. Now we'll go to the left side of Leposki. Thompson closes on him as they go inside to Rusavi. The help comes, but a little too much help. It's going to be a foul on the Yellow Jackets. I believe it's Ohm on the arm.
And one of the things Rusavi's doing is he's got a really good post seal right there, and he's kind of catching Daniels on his hip, and we're trying to help from the backside. Well, we caught arm on that one, so out of bounds possession. Oh, here we go.
And Melvin gets the steal, hands it off to Ohm, and Ohm travels. Inbounds pass came deep into the far courts. Melvin leapt up like a cornerback and did a nice job intercepting it. Handed off to Ohm, but Ohm skipped and traveled.
And Ohm was going like Mach 90 down the floor, so it was a tough catch for him. They were really close together. Again, that good old where spacing is a must in basketball.
Leposki gets it back from Kataska. The Patriots trying to cut in the lead now. Down by 6. Is under 3:50 to go.
I'm really surprised they're not going back inside, as here's a three-point shot, and good.
Leposki hits from the corner. He has 11 to lead the Patriots. They trail by 3. Anderson has 11 to lead the Jackets as Anderson gets it here left side. Drives to the hoop and finishes.
A nice job by Soren Anderson. Didn't settle for the 3 there. Saw the open lane. Took it right at the 6'8 guy and went up strong.
Working into the lane. Now the near side it goes to Kataska. Kataska drives, jump stops. Now looks for help. Finds it in the form of Rusavi. Back to Kataska. Kataska, I don't think has looked to shoot once tonight. And now they go inside Rusavi off the glass with the left hand. Nice feed by Leposki.
Again, it's the same thing. I wish you could see it. He's just doing such a good post seal, and they're lobbing it over the top. And 6'8 versus 6'2 with long arms, it's making for an easy pass. All he's doing is laying it in.
Daniels now to Melvin. Melvin drives the floater too strong off the glass. Rusavi the board. And now the Patriots can tie it or cut it to 1 on this possession is Leposki. With the pass baseline and driving strong, shot no good by Spitzka. Contact and the ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Patriots. Patriots definitely wanted that foul as Spitzka went flying 4 feet underneath the hoop on the missed layup. And you said it, Lance, it's a physical game. They're letting them play.
It is, and that's what you kind of expect in the state tournament. Both coaches are kind of trying to fight for their kids here, but a good battle, a 3-point game, 2:20 left in this half, and it's everything we expected.
Leposki will drive into the lane, the kick out. A 3 from the corner, short, no good. They fight for the board, and Daniels gets it off the miss by Ryan Harmelon, but it's stolen away on a pass there. And Leposki goes right side. Logie steps into a 3. That's too strong. He knew it right away, but Thompson's there for the rebound. Yellow Jackets trying to leak with Belka, but they couldn't see it. Now comes near side Thompson. Thompson over to Belka on the right side, who just checked in. Belka to Thompson. Down low, Daniels. They converge on him. Now back to Daniels. A baseline 3, too strong. Rebound fought for in a battle, and the Yellow Jackets going to get called for the foul. That's going to be on Soren Anderson.
And that time Soren kind of had position on his guy, but there was one more, and he fought his way through it. And again, it's one of those you don't like to see, but it's his first team foul. So with 1:32 to go here in this half, boy, it's getting tight right now. You can tell the game is picking up in intensity as we head towards halftime.
Leposki brings it up court. Now driving. Losing the ball on the floor that time was Kennan. Now he gets a back jumper, no good. Battle inside and a foul on the Yellow Jackets as the ball is going to Thurlow.
And this action's getting fast, but it's been interesting the way they've called it. I thought there was a foul before that, but the play went on, and then they caught the second foul. So I guess it all kind of boils out in the end, but out of bounds here for the Patriots.
Wasabi trying to back down Daniels. Daniels in good position. Doesn't give him any room to work. Now it comes back to Leposki. Leposki drives, gets help with the feed to Harmela. Now the handoff there for Thurlow. Back to Leposki as we were under a minute to go. Leposki's going to slow it down. Now Harmela gets the pass, comes back up top. Gives it to Leposki. Leposki gets the screen, goes right side, launches the 3, it's good. And we're tied.
And I wish you could see it, and I know you can't, so I'm going to try to describe it. He crossed over, dribbled on Marcus Belka, 24 feet from the basket, pulled up with Marcus's hand in his face, and hit nothing but net. Just a really great shot, and he is a good player.
Belka with it now for the Yellow Jackets, gives it to Melvin as we approach 20 seconds. Now Melvin with it right in front of us here, courtside at Concordia St. Paul. Melvin into the lane, now back out to Belka with 10. Belka looks at the clock, drives, bounce past Daniels. Daniels drives, layup blocked, and rebound to Risavi. And now at half court, a 3 from Harmela, too strong. And out of bounds, and we're all square at 24 after an exciting first half of play.
We ended where we started at an even score. And I think the stars that we thought might come out did. Soren Anderson needed to get going quick for the Yellow Jackets. He did just that. He's got 13. We said Leposki had to come out for the Patriots. He has 14. That's where we're at. It's kind of even Steven, unless I have it wrong, Jason. I'm thinking, but what a great game. And I think a couple things are going to happen. We'll talk more about this after the break, but we got to stop that inside play from the Patriots. That's something they didn't have in the first game against the Yellow Jackets. And Risavi's just making a living down there, and he's not doing much but just posting up and getting a good seal. And we got to either get backside help or we got to three-quarter him or play behind him, one of the two, and try to push him out. We'll have to see what happens in the second half adjustments.
We'll take a break as the halftime show comes up next here on the Magnitude Sports Radio Network.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the home convenience store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell.
And Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware.
Right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Check out the Backyard in Perham. They have the largest selection of bird seed, assorted suets, and bird feeders in the area. Over 50 different varieties of pet food and pet treats, and an even bigger selection of pet toys, leashes, collars, and more. The Backyard is also your pet's destination for a spa day. The grooming salon is open Monday through Friday for grooms, nail trims, and baths. And book a stay for your pet at the Backyard Boarding and Play Care, a brand new facility made to make your pet feel at home. If your pet needs a comfortable place to stay, call Backyard Boarding and Play Care.
Hammers Construction is now hiring for a project manager, superintendent, and construction laborers. Since 1956, Hammers Construction has served the region in construction for the commercial, industrial, and agricultural industries, while sticking to the core values of honesty, quality, and integrity. If that's you, then visit our website, hci-mn.com. View photos of recent projects, then click on the Careers tab to start the 2-minute application. Hammers Construction is an
Hi, I'm Jen Hendrickson, mortgage lender at United Community Bank. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we are here to help you through the process and answer all of your questions. Mortgage rates are great right now. You can check out our website at ucbankmn.com to get pre-approved, sign up for Rate Watch, and check out our mortgage rate calculators. United Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuppy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Well, welcome back inside the Gangelhoff Center here at Concordia St. Paul. Jason Gross with Lance Rock, where we're out square at 24 after an exciting first half. And you talked about it in the pregame show, the Stars had to come out, and they have for both teams.
Yeah, it's been a great. Soren Anderson started out just shooting well. One of the things is they're giving him open shots, so good for Soren for taking them. But he's been wide open, and I think after last night being contested every step of the way, it's probably really nice to have the some open floor. And Leposki is just a really good player. Handles the ball well. He's got a great crossover dribble, and he can shoot it from deep, and he doesn't even hesitate from 24, 25 feet out.
As you see on our stats, the Yellowjackets much better shooting tonight, especially from outside, 4 of 6, while the Pequot Lakes struggling a little bit from outside, but they're able to get some big ones to drop by Eli Leposki.
Right, and I think if you looking at the numbers, one of the things that I just kind of look at is the number of shots, how many offensive possessions that we have going and what's been happening. So again, really a nice half for both teams. I think they got some of the things they wanted to. I was surprised by the inside play of the Patriots because I didn't see that in the first game that they played against the Yellowjackets. But Ricehavy's good. And when he gets the ball that close to the basket and being 6'7", 6'8", he just lays it up and really has nice touch around the basket.
Leading the way for Pequot Lakes is Eli Leposki with 14. Sam Ricehavy with 4. Grant Logie with 4. 2 for Gavin Kinnan. For the Yellowjackets, Soren Anderson with 13. 4 on the board for Micah Thompson and 4 for Jacob Daniels and 3 for Chance Melvin. Yellowjackets unable to get anything to drop from the free throw line. The Patriots have not made a trip to the free throw line.
Right, and I think that's a little bit of the style of play. The Yellowjackets have really been on this zone defense. They're not settling for the three. They're taking it when it's open, which is what you're supposed to do. And good thing Soren Anderson has found a home on the left side of the floor here at Concordia St. Paul College, and it just looks like he shoots here every day. But they've been attacking this, and that's been the key to it. They've been finding Daniels on that short corner. They've been finding Thompson at free throw line extended, and they've been working the ball around, getting the Patriots out of their defensive rotation and then they're forced to foul coming. Most of them have been when they come from behind and try to block the ball or steal it away from the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets, after some quick halftime instruction from the coaching staff, back and out already to shoot. Patriots still in the locker room, aren't getting final instructions from their head coach, Rich Spitzka. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll have the second half here on the Magnitude Sports Radio Network. Well, welcome back here as halftime rolls along. It's the Yellow Jackets and the Patriots tied at 24. The Yellow Jackets hoping to become one of 3 teams in Class 2A to end their season with a W. But first they have to beat Pequot Lakes to have that opportunity tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, and it's just been a great game to start this, well, to end this session, I guess I should say. And we got to see a really good game to start with, and whichever team comes out of this is going to really have to stand up to some physical play. As we watch the first game here at 6 o'clock, a Glencoe Silver Lake team who was also really physical and played really well and had a 10 to 12 point lead. And then you watch Minnehaha come back and boy, they passed the eye test. They go 6'9", 6'7", 6'6", and they've got guards that can shoot it, and they're young. And so, you know, it's that back-to-back play. You play at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you know, you get done here at what, 10:30, you get out of here by 11. You're back on the floor playing, you know, getting ready to warm up at 1:30 tomorrow. So quick turnaround. Again, bench depth.
It's going to definitely play a role, especially here on the college court. I'm going to bite my tongue on what you were just talking about a little bit. I don't think it's fair for the teams to play at 8 o'clock, turn around and play at 2 when you've been the nightcap the first 2 nights of the tournament, and now you're the early game tomorrow. But that's neither here nor there. We can talk about that later, but it's going to be an exciting second half as we look at the keys.
And when he says later, he's going to tell me that I shouldn't have brought it up on the way home. But no, we discussed that on the way home, and it is really a difficult situation, and I don't know how we got to talk about it a little bit. And what you're talking about is Perham played at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock last night. Pequot played at 8 o'clock last night. Pequot Lakes did. Somebody's going to be playing nightcaps and then turning around and playing again when teams get more time to rest. And but that's part of how it's set up. We know how it is going in, and I guess we just got to live with it. But keys to the second half, you know, I think both teams are going to want to do what they're doing. They're not out of character for what these teams do. They both play good defense. I'm surprised Pequot hasn't changed up defense. We've seen 0 man-to-man, which has really confused me a little bit. I thought maybe they would. So maybe we'll see some switch up of defenses. We know the Yellow Jackets are going to come out man-to-man. It's how they handle this zone pressure in the second half, I think, is going to make the difference.
Pequot Lakes will get the basketball to start the second half. They'll go right to left. The Yellow Jackets will go left to right on your YouTube dial. As inbounding the basketball will be Cruz Magazzini. Gets it to Tasca. Tasca brings it up court. Now here to Leposki. He's joined by Risavi as well as Harmala, the starting 5. And for the Patriots as they go inside, and Risavi there for the easy bucket.
Risavi just did the same thing. It was a good dribble drive from left to right, and he stood and sealed his guy and laid it up.
Yellow Jackets break the pressure, and now Belka has it to Melvin. He's joined on the floor with Daniels, Thompson, and Anderson. There's Thompson. I'll have the basketball over to the right side, stolen away. Getting that ball is Harmala.
Same start as the game. 1-3-1 zone, that pass down to the baseline, stolen by the Patriots.
Harmala thought about it. Melvin closed. Now to Leposki up top. Leposki to the near side. Guarded closely by Thompson, but gets help to Harmala. Now they swing it to the right side to Kataska. Near side here it goes to Harmala. Now Leposki on the handoff. Dribbles left side at the top. Now to Harmala. Harmala into the lane at the free throw line. Kick left side corner. 3 on the way. It's good. Cruz Magazzini, his first bucket, makes it a 5-point Pequot Lakes lead.
Right, we don't want this to go too far, so big possession for the Yellow Jackets as they break the press. They're coming down, and I'd see if they can find Anderson again wide open.
He drives, tries to dish, gets it to Daniels. Daniels is going to be fouled. Pequot Lakes did a better job closing later on Anderson on that time, so he didn't have that look for 3 that he liked. But Daniels gets the ball through and goes to the free throw line, draws a foul. The foul is going to be on Kataska. His second puts Daniels at the EOT free throw line, and we saw one go through the bucket.
Yeah, nice to get that shot to go through. I did see a change in Pequot Lakes' 1-3-1. They're staying out wider on the wing players, so Anderson probably won't be open quite as frequently as he was the first half.
Second free throw no good. Thompson makes a leaping attempt on the court length pass there, out of bounds. And inbounding the Patriots will be in front of their bench. Harmala gets it, now goes to the near side, Kataska. Kataska, a guard that facilitates more than shoots, as Rasavi has it. Down to the near side, Harmala. He thought about the long 3, passed that shot up as Melvin closed. Now Kataska with it. Belka comes out on him, goes left side to Leposki. Leposki to the top, now to the right side. Harmala drives into the lane. The shot too strong. Melvin Skies gets the board just outside the cylinder.
Nice possession by the Patriots there, and it's funny how getting a 4-point lead even, they were just more patient on offense. And here's another almost turnover, and then underneath Thompson has Johnny on the spot and picks it up for the layup.
Belka tried to thread the needle, but like you said, it goes to Thompson and gets the layup. Now Leposki to the near side, a 3 on its way. In and out, no good. Rasavi the board. The putback, no, he's fouled. And Rasavi has earned a trip to the EOT Insurance free throw line.
And again, it's his length that's just causing fits for the Yellow Jackets right now. It's not that they're not boxing out. He's simply just going right over the top of him with his long arms.
Fouls on Melvin as Rasavi shoots the free throw. That is no good, off the mark. The other team can't really say Pequot has much success at the free throw line. This is the first trip to the line.
One of the things they're staying tried and true, 2 substitutes come in for them. So they use their bench frequently and often, and you wonder with these pace of these games and the physical play if it won't benefit them in the end.
And a foul on the missed free throw as Spitzka got inside. Anderson tried to go through and gets called for the foul. That's going to be Anderson's second.
And again, I think the Yellow Jackets just got out-hustled a little bit there getting the board.
Leposki into the lane. Fadeaway jumper, no. Rasavi the putback, high off the glass, good. And Rasavi now has 8. And is starting to establish himself in the paint even more as he leads, as the Pequot Patriots lead by 4 as Anderson breaks across the timeline and gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Spitzka. That's his second. The Yellow Jackets will inbound with Daniels to Belka. Belka in the backcourt.
And they're still trapping really high and really they're going after it. And Belka tries to dribble through it, which was a trouble at the beginning. I think they have to pass through this and not try to dribble through it.
Melvin with it. Now to Belka. Over to Melvin. Melvin looking things over as Thompson cuts through the lane. Not there. They had it. Daniels down low. They didn't see it. There, now they do, and Daniels there, but they close. Gets the defender up and draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Logie, who was out of control as Daniels was looking to kick back outside.
Yeah, if he could have saw him go up, he kind of had his back to him. He probably would have went up with the shot and got 2 free throws, but he didn't, and it was definitely on the pass right there, so the Yellow Jackets will take it out underneath their own basket.
Alex Ohm checks in. Now Anderson gets the inbounds pass. On the right side, hands it off to Melvin. We're trying to trap on Chaz. He gets it to Ohm near half court. Ohm to the left side. Daniel Sonabout down to the low to Anderson. Anderson spins, gets to the hoop. Shot no good. Rebound. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots.
You held your breath. I kind of held my breath. Anderson was mixed up in some stuff down there, and they called it out of bounds. I thought they might have got him with the push, which would have been 3 fouls. That would have spelled danger for the Yellow Jackets.
Ohm up top to Anderson. Now gets it to Melvin. Melvin fakes the handoff. Now gives it to Ohm. Ohm goes to the left side in front of the Yellow Jacket bench as Thompson in the lane. Shot blocked and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. That height inside right now has been giving the Yellow Jackets some fits. As Carson Thurlow will come in.
And I think it's starting to play out why they're in this zone. They're long, and it gives Rysavy a chance to just kind of stay underneath, block some shots, and he doesn't have to extend that energy of chasing somebody, which allows him to put more energy on the offensive end where he's caused us some fits.
Up top to Anderson. Now to Ohm. Yellow Jackets trail by 4. On the United Community Bank scoreboard, Thompson in the lane. The pull-up short jumper short. He fights for the rebound, loses it, and it's grabbed by the Patriots, and they come back the other way. Leposki looking to run, but Thompson gets back. Leposki into the lane. Goes left side with it. That's Logie back up top. Leposki directs. He'll dribble here to the left side to Rysavy. Rysavy outside the cylinder, now back up top. Logie, the kick. South Spitzka with the kick over to Logie. Now back to Leposki, and the Patriots will regroup with 13-15. And we have a foul. Leposki got in the lane, drew the contact. That's going to be on Anderson.
And one of the way he got to the lane, Jason, is what's impressive. He's got one of the better crossover dribbles I've seen. It's a hesitation crossover from right to left, and it's tough to defend.
Pass stolen away by Anderson. Anderson, coast to coast, gets it to go, and he draws the foul. And Anderson will go to the line for the three-point play.
And that's a big bucket for the Yellow Jackets, and a little bit of danger there with Soren going after that ball up in the air and the contact, but no foul. And we'll see if the Yellow Jackets ride him through this 13 minutes with 3 fouls, or if they choose to give him a little break coming up here.
Anderson, the free throw, good. He's got 16. We got a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. We'll take a break on the Magnitude Sports Radio Network.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuppy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and now we are in long weekend sportswear talking with Tammy Seifert. Tammy, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What's the best part about working with United Community Bank?
They're local. They have been our best buddies since we purchased the business. They bent over backwards to educate us and let us know the best way to purchase this business. This was our first, endeavor of doing something so big. They've just always been there for us. Always been there for us. I love just picking up the phone and calling. We just wouldn't be working with anybody else other than UCB.
Welcome back here into the Gangelhoff Center. The final game of the evening is in the second half. Yellow Jackets trail Pequot Lakes 31-30. Winner of this game will play Minnehaha Academy tomorrow at 2 o'clock. As Leposki brings the ball up court. Hands it off there. Spitzka goes back to the right now to Leposki. He'll dribble back out up top. and come all the way around the perimeter. Now they look inside. Getting that pass is Kennan. Kennan back up top to Leposki. Looking to reset with Kennan. Now Leposki will go to the right side. And we got an offensive foul on the Patriots for a moving screen away from the ball. That's on Spitzka. Head coach Rich Spitzka. Very demonstrative on the far side of the floor about this call.
Yeah, and I think his question, trying to figure it out, being across the floor from him, was he was pick and rolling, and how do you call a moving screen on a roll? And may have a point, but when you hold up and if there's any hesitation in there, you're definitely in a moving screen.
Anderson in the lane to Thompson. Thompson kick out right side. Daniels a baseline three. No good. Rebound. Grabbed there by Kennan. Now Leposki looking to go with the reverse layup. Good.
Wow. And that was that hesitation crossover dribble, and then he went underneath the basket and just laid it up in a sweet little reverse layup move.
Melvin with it. To Daniels near side, loses control, and it's out of bounds. Turnover will give it to the Patriots.
And I think that's a little uncharacteristic of the Yellow Jackets, and I think Coach Cressup and his staff can handle turnovers if they're in the physical style of play. That was kind of an unforced one and a kind of a bad time when you're down by 3 and maybe giving the Patriots a chance to extend this lead.
I'm going to say, Lance, I think that's one of those tired turnovers. It was just...
It looked tired, yes.
As they go near side, Leposki. Leposki. Looks inside. There it is to Rasavi. The double and help comes. Rasavi picks up his dribble, gets it back to Leposki. He looks where he's at on the floor, spins, but Daniels comes across and bats it out of bounds.
And it's really getting physical now, and it's kind of one of those that the play, as we're getting down under 12 minutes here, there was a lot of body contact down there, and both teams are looking for the fouls, and neither one of them are getting it. So it's being called both ways. It's just they got to adapt to that style now.
Now with it. Down low it goes to Rasavi. And it's good for 2 for Sam Rasavi, and the Patriots fans rise up and feeling some momentum as they lead by 5.
And they rolled Rasavi right into Soren Anderson, and Soren had nothing he could do with 3 fouls, but kind of just put his arms up in the air. 6'8" versus 6'4", advantage Patriots.
Anderson to Melvin now as try to work through the lane. Now to Thompson. Thompson. Up top, Melvin thought about it, cut off. Now looking for help, gets to Anderson. Anderson works, spins, kick out Thompson. Thompson, kick out Daniels now. As Daniels drives, short jumper from the right side, misses everything.
And again, it's a one dribble, and I don't think the Yellow Jackets, and here's a long 3 off for Lipinski, and I don't think, what I was going back to is I don't think the Yellow Jackets can settle for one dribble, pick up the ball. That's when the trap's coming, and that's what they're doing right now is one dribble, pick it up.
Melvin, a 3, no good on the rebound. Rasavi saves it to Leposki.
Dangerous play by Anderson, swatting right there with 10 minutes to go. We don't need him with his 4th.
Leposki now. Dribbles out to the C at CSP at half court here in Concordia St. Paul. Now with it, Harmala to Kataska. They give him space. Now he looks inside for Savvy, steps out of bounds and turns it over. Ohm did a nice job knowing that Kataska's never going to shoot, so he just passed it down low.
Right, and I think Kataska waited just a hair too late there. The cut was there. It was a nice kind of weave play getting set up, and he waited just a second too long, and then it got Rasavi underneath the basket. And here's the press again by the Patriots.
Thompson picks up his dribble, gets to Ohm. Ohm to Anderson as they break. Anderson drives. Kataska tried to draw the charge. He disagrees, and Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2. Or actually, no, on the floor. But he's shooting 1, I think.
Team 6.
Sorry,
Team 6.
Ahead on the scoreboard.
And boy, was that close. So Soren Anderson flirting with danger right now with this foul situation.
Anderson into the lane. The right hand doesn't get the roll. Rasavi's there for the rebound. Now Katasco will bring it up court. Now to Leposki. To the left side. Open three for Spitzka is good.
And what a confidence as Lipinski came up the floor. I heard him because it was right in front of me. He saw the open teammate and said, hit it, and he did.
Ohm with it, gets pressured. Now to Thompson, back up top, Daniels. He will launch a three, that's no good. Rebound grab by Logie. And we got an official's timeout.
I'm not really sure why. We're kind of waiting to see what had happened here, but I don't know if it's a clock situation. They're going over to the clock right now, so I don't know if the clock wasn't running.
They just took 10 seconds off the clock.
They did.
So it now says 9:25.
And I heard a lot of yelling behind me, but there's been a lot of yelling. I thought maybe they thought travel. They were yelling clock. Now it's getting clear to me with the headphones on. So they kind of established the clock here, and now it's not started again, but there it went. So
official clock shows 9:20 as Leposki brings it up court. They lead by 8 to the Patriots. Now they'll bring it all the way back out. Leposki to the right side, Spitzka. Now Rasavi here to the near side. Leposki for three, it's good.
Wow, what a nice double screen off that. Ran him through all the way through the baseline. Double pick Thompson. He came out and hit a nice deep shot, and he can really shoot it.
Ohm across the timeline, Daniels. Daniels to Anderson. Anderson drives, left hand strong. No, doesn't get it to roll. And Rasavi's there for the board. And now the Patriots starting to feel the momentum as they lead by 11, their largest lead of the night.
And it was going across against Rasavi that I think made Anderson float away from it and just missed that kiss off the glass.
Magazzini. And a timeout called by the Patriots. They lead by 11 with 8:20 to go. We'll take a break.
Check out the Backyard in Perham. They have the largest selection of bird seed, assorted suets, and bird feeders in the area. Over 50 different varieties of pet food and pet treats, and an even bigger selection of pet toys, leashes, collars, and more. The Backyard is also your pet's destination for a spa day. The grooming salon is open Monday through Friday for grooms, nail trims, and baths. And book a stay for your pet at the Backyard Boarding and Play Care, a brand new facility made to make your pet feel at home. If your pet needs a comfortable place to stay, call Backyard Boarding and Play Care.
Well, welcome back live into the Gangelhoff Center here on the Magnitude Sports Radio Network. Jason Groth with Lance Rock. Yellowjackets trailing by 11, 41-30. Second half has been good balance for Pequot Lakes. Magazzini hit a three, Spitzka's hit a three, Leposki's got a three. Leposki has 19 to lead the way for the Patriots. Yellowjackets struggling to get anything going. Soren Anderson leads the way with 3 of the team's 6 points in the second half. He's got 16 overall as Leposki gets the inbound on the far side. He will hand it off there for Spitzka. As Spitzka goes to the right, gets a screen. Ohm works through it, but Spitzka drives, shot, good, and gets the end one for the three-point play. And now Spitzka and the Patriots even more confident.
Right, and that was just a great dribble drive, hesitation. Went right through the double team, and it was a tough shot, and he made it. Now he's at the free throw line.
Spitzka for the three-point play. It's good.
Back to this 1-3-1 or 1-2-2 trap, I guess it is right now, and a nice job by Thompson throwing it over, but this is just taking time off the clock.
Oh, up top to Melvin. Yellow Jackets need to go fast as they trail by 14, under 8 to go. Into Anderson. Anderson works, backs down, looks for help, gets it to Thompson. Thompson cuts through, fights through the double team, draws the foul, and he'll shoot at the free throw line.
And it was that double pump. I think he would have got it blocked if it would have went one pump. He just did a really double pump. It was really a nice job and great control there by Thompson. And I don't think we can diminish the effort Thompson's given in the state tournament, Jason, as he hits the first free throw. This guy has been playing defense like nobody's business. Eli King last night, Leposki tonight, and he's just following one-on-one and doing a tremendous job. And I just got to give hats off right now to Micah Thompson. He's just doing a great job.
Thompson hit the first. Hits the second.
And full court pressure pickup here by the Yellowjackets. So, again, trying to pick up the pace of this game.
As Kataska breaks it, hands it out to Leposki. Leposki to Harmala. Now back to Leposki. Leposki with it. Hands it off there for Harmala. Gets pressure, now Kataska gets it. As the Patriots working the clock, finds Wasavi, and the layup good for two. Nice ball movement on the perimeter. Lets Wasavi get open underneath.
And you mentioned Kataska before not looking for his shot. He is such a creator, and he did all of that work and made an easy bucket for his teammate there.
Melvin gets it poked away. Spitzka, the layup is no good. Leposki turnaround jumper is good.
And right now, I don't know if it's the score, but the Patriots look a little bit more springy right now. They got a little bit of quicker step, and they're just kind of sensing it right now as there's another turnover.
They had this game circled on their calendar since that last defeat. Potentially.
Well, yeah, and I think they show it tonight, and they're really just playing really hard-nosed basketball right now. And I'm sure they're tired as well, but they're just kind of going right through it and running their offense really well.
Kataska with it. Hands it off to Harmala. Now to Leposki as the Patriots lead by 16. Kick out to the corner. Spitzka drives. The layup too strong. They wanted the end one, but the foul was before. That'll send Spitzka to the line.
Right, so the foul was on the drive. And again, they were on the backside, and it almost worked as an alley-oop, but foul happened before that.
Fouls on Daniels as Spitzka's at the line. His shot's no good at the free throw line.
Marcus Belka back into the game for the Yellowjackets. And again, kind of that same rotation that the Patriots have been using. I think they've went about 8-9 deep tonight, Jason, on the bench, and Leposki's getting his turn to sit down for a minute or so here.
That one is good for Spitzka as he gets a second.
And again, they're not going out of what's worked for them. Here we're back into the 1-2-2 zone, full court pressure. And just trying to eat up time, I think, on the Yellowjackets' possessions.
Anderson with it, now to Daniels. Daniels down low, drive stolen away. And Pequot gets the basketball, and they'll slowly come back up court. Kataska hands it off. Now it goes to the right side. Now the near side, Kataska with it. Kataska.
Nice defense there by Belka, driving him to the corner and not giving him. He wanted to turn that corner and facilitate like he's been doing. Marcus says not this time.
Kataska with it. Drives, spins back out. And he leaps and gets the pass near side to Harmala. Now comes back to Kataska, looking inside Wasavi. Wasavi up strong, shot no good. It was altered inside. Thompson the rebound.
Nice job that time as the double team was Thompson coming from the other side. A little bit different look for him.
Thompson slips and maintains his dribble and gets back up. Gets the ball. Now to Belka. Look to Anderson. Anderson drives. Back up to Belka. He's going to launch a three off the front iron. Anderson there for the rebound. Anderson against Wasavi. Kick out. Ohm with the head fake. Now the step back three for Ohm. Too strong and a foul down low. And the push is going to be on Harmala, and he was close to trying to pick up a technical, but he stopped himself from spiking the ball.
And that was a good move, because that could have been a game changer right there, being up by 17. They do send the Yellow Jackets to the line, but again, the stoppage of play gets Leposki back into the game for the Patriots, and he's just been such a steady Eddie for them tonight. Anytime that they've been in a little duress, he's bailed them out.
Thompson to shoot at the line. First free throw is good. He gets the bonus. The Yellow Jackets trail 49-33. And the second is good. And we got a timeout. We'll take a break. Yellow Jackets trail by 15 on the Magnitude Sports Radio Network.
Hammers Construction is now hiring for a project manager, superintendent, and construction laborers. Since 1956, Hammers Construction has served the region in construction for the commercial, industrial, and agricultural industries, while sticking to the core values of honesty, quality, and integrity. If that's you, then visit our website, hci-mn.com. View photos of recent projects, then click on the Careers tab to start the 2-minute application. Hammers Construction is an equal opportunity employer.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
We're back out of the timeout. Yellow Jackets trail 49-34. Pequot will inbound with Grant Logie. Yellow Jackets showing full court pressure. And it's broken with the long pass to Spitska. Now down low, Rusavi. The bounce pass back to Spitska. They bring it back up top. Leposki calls for it, gets the ball. Leposki to Kataska as they work to weave on the perimeter. Leposki eventually gets it back, drives, kick out right side. Spitska is going to work some clock instead of taking three. Spitska drives, floats it up off the glass, good.
And I think the Patriots are at the point they're taking layup or free throw. And the clock's going under 4. They got a 17-point lead. That's a lot of possessions, especially with this press. They're making the Yellow Jackets take time off the clock.
Ohm three, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Patriots. And Kataska will bring it up court. And Leposki gets it back from him.
A little jump pressure here now by the Yellow Jackets. Marcus Belka heading to that backside, trying to get that steal. Just Leposki stops. Marcus keeps going, and we have a two-car pile up there, which ends with a foul on Marcus Belka.
And Belka quickly helps the Pequot Lake player up. And now Kataska gets it. Kataska to Leposki. Leposki gets pressured, goes right side with it now. Back to Kataska with 3:20 to go. A 17-point game and a foul. That will put Leposki to the line. That's on Thompson. Free throw by Leposki is good. He gets the second. Leposki hits that second as the Yellow Jackets trail 52-34. It's been an outstanding second half for Pequot Lakes. As Thompson will break the timeline. Thompson with it right side. Kick out to the corner. That's Anderson. They close on him. Now to Ohm. To Belka. Belka into the lane. Looks for Anderson. Gets to Anderson. Soren for three. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound punched around. And Kataska comes away with it. And now Leposki gets the pass. The pressure in the backcourt. Leposki quickly up ahead with the pass there to Spitzka. Spitzka to Kateska on the near side to Leposki. Now the Yellow Jackets on the next whistle will make wholesale changes as Kateska has it to Leposki. As Leposki works through the traffic to Kateska. Down low, the basket's good by Spitzka.
And there's Kateska facilitating again. The Yellow Jackets are overplaying. They have to. Here's a timeout.
Just for substitutions, the Patriots all jumping up and down, celebrating their victory tonight. They lead 55-34 as the Yellow Jackets make wholesale changes. Pequot Lakes will use a timeout. The Yellow Jackets will bring in Austin Onenson. That's Austin Onenson, Gage Onenson, Noah Thompson.
I think we got Connor
Carlton in there.
Yep. And Noah Thompson, did you get him? So wholesale changes, 5 for 5 here.
The Patriots are keeping their starters out as Onenson will bring the ball up court. Onenson gets it back from Thompson. Now Carlton, now on your side, Onenson. Onenson, the kick out. Peterson, a baseline three, no good. Rebound, Rustavi.
And Peterson trying to recreate that end of the magic here as the Patriots bring in. They're going to bring in 5 at the next whistle stop. Maybe a quick timeout or a ball thrown out of bounds here will get their starters out of the game as well.
As the Yellow Jacket player supports their teammates on the floor right now as it comes near side. As Kateska, now we're going to have this timeout by the Patriots to make some substitutions. Now, Gage Onenson and Mason Happel will come in for the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Patriots wholesale changes as well as they spread the ball in the backcourt. As the Patriots work inside, pass down low, shot up, no good, and a foul. That will put fouls on Blaze Schmidt. They'll put Leo Mark Bowles Andelchek at the line. That free throw's good. As Andelchek will get into the scorer's book.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's hard at the end of the game and what to do, but now these guys are coming out. They get their chances. He misses the second one. Rebound by Schwantz. And they want to play hard, and they want to get their name in the scorebook as well. So you'll see some shots fired, I think, here.
Speaking of shots fired, Peterson, quick one from the outside. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Pequot Lakes basketball. Now Evan Kovash and Michael Anderson will come in for the Yellow Jackets. Pequot Lakes also making some more changes as well. The Patriots lead by 22. Their season will move on. They'll take on Minnehaha Academy tomorrow. And that should be an interesting contest and an interesting matchup for the Patriots. They bring the ball up court, pressure near with the basketball there is Kriesel. Gets it near side for Summerness. Summerness gets pressure by Onenson. It comes near side. Now a corner three on its way. No good. Rebound Kovash. He'll get the ball to Austin Onenson. Onenson inside, but he traveled. Brandon Sandberg and Noah Novotny now in for the Yellow Jackets.
We had Blaze Schmidt into the game, and so I think the Yellow Jackets have closely got almost everybody in through this tournament time, and that's a good thing. To get a chance, you never know, you never take for granted that you're going to be back, even though the Yellow Jackets, I think, feel they're bringing back a strong core. They lose some seniors, but a nice group of young athletes coming, and it's fun to watch this game finish out with kids working hard and getting their chance at the state tournament.
They work inside, turned over. 56-34 as Gage Enenson now comes in. As Onson will bring it up, he'll launch a three. That's off the back iron, long rebound. Novotny off the glass, no, he's fouled. He'll shoot two.
Now he's on Patriots number 12, Alex Priest, his first team's night at the line, number 33, Noah Novotny.
Free throw there by Novotny. It's good.
And he's into the state tournament scorebook. A nice free throw and lining up for his second one.
And that one is good as well. And a foul on the Yellowjackets on the near side. That's on Michael Schwantz.
Number 31, at the line, shooting the 1-1.
At the line, Connor Quayle. Free throw, good. Second free throw forthcoming. That one, good. A half-court three by Onenson, no good.
They
counted the bucket by Michael Schwantz. And it's good. And the Yellowjackets fall by a score of 58-38. And we'll take a timeout. Come back with our postgame show here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Check out the Backyard in Perham. They have the largest selection of bird seed, assorted suets, and bird feeders in the area. Over 50 different varieties of pet food and pet treats, and an even bigger selection of pet toys, leashes, collars, and more. The Backyard is also your pet's destination for a spa day. The grooming salon is open Monday through Friday for grooms, nail trims, and baths. And book a stay for your pet at the Backyard Boarding and Play Care, a brand new facility made to make your pet feel at home. If your pet needs a comfortable place to stay, call Backyard Boarding and Play Care.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and now we are in long weekend sportswear talking with Tammy Seifert. Tammy, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What's the best part about working with United Community Bank?
They're local. They have been our best buddies since we purchased the business. They bent over backwards to educate us and let us know the best way to purchase this business. This was our first, endeavor of doing something so big. They've just always been there for us. I love just picking up the phone and calling. We just wouldn't be working with anybody else other than UCB.
Well, welcome back courtside here at the Gingellhaus Center. Jason Groth with Lance Rock. The Yellow Jackets drop a 58-38 decision tonight to Pequot Lakes to have their season come to an end with a record of 18-12. Pequot Lakes improves to 25-7 and will now take on Minnehaha Academy tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and it was a hard-fought game, and the first half was really a really good game, and the second half just didn't roll for the Yellow Jackets, and it was kind of one thing led to another, which led to another, and I wanted to say that at halftime, and I should have, and people say, sure, you say it now. I really did think whoever jumped out to that early lead in the second half, it really takes the pressure off you, and you saw that with the Pequot Lakes Patriots. They got up by 4, then they got up by 6. Then when they got up by 7 or 8, they just looked so much more confident. They played relaxed. They made the Yellow Jackets come out and pressure them. The Yellow Jackets did what they had to do, and they just relied on back cuts and driving to the basket. And once they got past the first wave of the Yellow Jackets, it ended up on a lot of easy buckets. And I can't imagine what their shooting percentage is, but it had to be pretty good in the second half, as it was a lot of dump down layup type of look, and it was forced by that early spurt that they had, which forced the Yellow Jackets to come out and extend their defense further than they wanted to.
Leposki was outstanding for the Patriots. He leads the way with 23 points. He did a lot of nice things, not just scoring, but he did a good job getting their offense set, also getting Kataska in the right spots, letting him drive and dish, and Kataska did a nice job of doing that.
Exactly, and I thought Leposki had to play better than he did against the Yellow Jackets the first time. He had 11 points, and that's a good game for a high school athlete, but he's such a special player, and tonight he did that. And he really was the one guy. They're talented, and they've got a lot of good players, but I can see where if Leposki's having an off game, they struggle just because he's so good and so talented. He can shoot from outside deep. He proved that. He can drive. He was a good defender, and he's got a wicked crossover move that really kind of set the tone to the game when he crossed over a few times, got to the hole, or dumped it off to Rysavy, who just laid it in. And when you're 6'8" and you get a nice feed, it makes you look really, really good, and Rysavy is good, and he looked good tonight.
He led the way with 23 points, 12 points for Sam Rysavy, 10 for Braden Spitzka, 4 on the board for Grant Logie, 3 for Cruz Magazzini, 2 for Gavin Cannon, 2 on the board for Leo Mark Bowles Endelschek, 1 for Connor Quall for Pequot Lakes. On the other side for the Yellow Jackets, leading the way, Soren Anderson with 16 points, 13 of them in the first half. And you touched on it perhaps on that opening possession. They had that open look for Anderson, but they closed quickly, and you mentioned the adjustment they made.
They made an awesome adjustment, and they stayed in. They changed it up a little bit, but they stayed in the same type of defense, and you could tell their kids were comfortable in it. The one thing they didn't do is they didn't dive so far down on the opposite side, and that opposite side is where Soren Anderson made a living in the first half. So when the ball got skipped across or rotated, they had a hand in his face. They made Soren put the ball on the floor, which he is good at, but I think he would rather shoot that 3 than go into the lane at this point in his career, and they made him do something that he didn't want to do, and that's a good adjustment, and those were the things that we thought we might see. I like that the Yellow Jackets came out full court. I like that they knew they had a sense of urgency with about 5-6 minutes left. They went full court, which ended up giving some layups to the Patriots because they handled it, but it had to be big risk, big reward time, and I applaud the Yellow Jackets and their coaching staff for doing that.
Soren Anderson with 16, your United Community Bank player of the game for the Yellow Jackets. 10 points for Micah Thompson, 5 for Jacob Daniels, 3 for Chaz Melvin, 2 for Gage Onenson, Michael Schwantz with 2, and Noah Novotny with 2.
Yeah, and good to see all those guys get into the game, and that's probably the one silver lining in a game like this, that everybody got a chance to say, hey, I played in the state tournament, and they did, and the coaches did a great job of getting those kids in. But, yeah, Soren had a great game. Second half was a little bit different tale than the first half. He started out strong, but the adjustments made it really tough for him to continue on the pace that he was on. But what a great season. And it was a great season for the Yellowjackets. You got 2 games down at the state tournament. I don't know that this was a team you were thinking at Christmas time that we would be down here calling games, and they really turned it on at the right time. It just didn't fall for them the way they wanted it to, I'm sure. And but it wasn't because of lack of effort, and you can be proud of your Yellowjackets. They went strong from the beginning of the first game to the end of the last game here.
Senior class consists of Chaz Melvin, Marcus Belka, Josh Peterson, Michael Schwantz, Austin Onitson. The seniors for the Yellowjackets put in a lot of time for this program.
Yeah, and you throw in, those were the guys that dressed. Connor Kostnik was another one that also put in a lot of time. And what it's got to be hard for an athlete like him who has to sit. But what a great role model for future kids and future athletes if they do get injured. Man, he was out there high-fiving getting rebounds, doing everything that he could to cheer on his team. He was the first one out at every time out, trying to spur them on. So great senior class. They're gonna be missed. They're just great kids, and every year that's the finality of this. And somewhere along the line, your season's going to end. Whether you're a state champion, there's still not another game tomorrow. And for those seniors, it's really tough, but they have these memories that'll last a lifetime. They got to see themselves at Target Center. They got to be on the Jumbotron. They got to play here in a second game against Pequot Lakes. And someday down the line, when the sting goes away, and it might even be as early tomorrow, they will be thinking about all the fun times, and they will relive this. And we're certainly proud of them and what they do in town and in the community and at school and definitely on the basketball court.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in and following along all season long. We'd like to thank Mike Mason for all his help in helping us out here tonight. For Lance Rock, I'm Jason Groth. The Yellowjackets drop a 58-38 decision tonight to Pequot Lakes. See you tonight, and have a good night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network.